Good morning, Hannah. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback for your second draft that you have here. So I was just double checking quickly as my screencaster was setting up. So you have started off with a great beginning. I love this introduction. I need to focus on, or you need to focus on some grammar issues. Let me tell you what I like about this, and then let me share with you what we need to focus on with respect to grammar. I have 3 suggestions for you: grammar, listing, and graphics. So the first that I love how you've set this apart. What is a SIM card? How does it work? You've given your audience a clear distinction between the 2 components of your technical description. So kudos, thank you very much. Let's take a look at the grammar inside of here. Today's cell phones are prevalent in society. We use them for a multitude of reasons, such as business, games, music, social media, schoolwork, and travel. That's your one sentence, and actually it has about 4 ideas in it. What I need you to do is think of sentence structures in especially technical descriptions as clear, concrete, and concise. The short, sweet, and simple is the best way to keep them. So perhaps it would be better, or it is better to say, cell phones are prevalent in society, period. They are used for a multitude of reasons, they are used for a multitude of reasons in business, in gaming, music, social media, schoolwork, and for travel. It seems like, take away this, it seems like is very suggestive. When you're making especially a technical description, you want to be as clear and concrete as possible. It seems like is subjective. It's not as direct as you need to be, especially for a technical description. So perhaps better to say is many rely on cell technology or cell phone technology heavily for daily use. If it weren't for the advancements in cellular technology and cellular providers, we would not be able to use our devices everywhere we go. Okay, so what does that have to do with what you're saying? This is kind of a negative statement. Take those kinds of statements out. Instead, say, thanks to the advancements in technology and the abilities of providers, cell phones are able to be used globally. People can connect. The reason people can connect, or the reason these devices are so universal, are the result of the small device known as the Subscriber Identity Module, SIM, card. So when you introduce an acronym, you first label the acronym, each of the words, set it apart by a comma, then put SIM in, and then set it off by a comma again. That is introducing an acronym. And then for the rest of the paper, you can just use the acronym. But the first time that you identify the acronym, you give the full name. So I hope that you can see what I'm recommending. First of all, you have too many run-on sentences. Next, you have information that you need to reverse the order of the statement. So give the positive. Say this is because of this, not if it weren't. Try to avoid negatives, because that forces the reader to have a double negative understanding of what's going on. So correct those 2 things with respect to grammar. And you need to do that throughout. I just gave you, quick, simple understanding of that first paragraph. Now, how does a SIM card work? This is what I need you to do. On this graphic here, label what it is. Perhaps you need to find a larger, more expanded view of the internal workings of a SIM card, and give it parts, and then list the parts like the reader. So here, for example, when someone buys a new phone card and they initially turn it on, the phone has a SIM card in it, unless you buy an unlocked device. Okay, stop giving the negative. Just give. SIM cards are installed in cell phones, period. They store, SIM card stores IMSI. SIM cards store data that allow the account, the device, that link the account to the account the device is on, that link the account of the user to the device it is on. This information is then activated by a carrier. So that's like short, sweet, concrete. a SIM device is located inside. So get side of a cell phone and show me where the SIM card is. And then explain on the SIM card, what is the reader? It's where is the authentication key? Where is the, where are those things? Label them on the device, on the SIM card, and then list them, like number one, SIM reader. And the SIM reader reads different areas of the SIM card is like a motherboard. It reads different, has different area information in different areas. The SIM reader is one of these areas and reads the device. Two, account carrier or authentication key, point to that. The authentication key allows the carrier to be allows the SIM card to be authenticated by the carrier. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but what I'm trying to share with you is that you have listed 4 or 5 components of what a SIM card does, but you haven't shown me where they are. So the purpose of a technical description is to give me an understanding of what is the product, or what is the device, or the system that you're describing. What does it do? How does it work? And what are the parts? So you don't have to tell me how to do it, just how does it work? So I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to your final draft. Or if you want to make another iteration and more feedback, I'm happy to give it, Hannah.